What's going on, guys? It's Mark with Red Star Loft. Another day that's just awful. It is cold and it is wet, and it's not even 40 degrees yet, around 40 degrees. So all in all, a miserable time. But let's give these guys some breakfast. There. All right. Let's go. I know that whistling on camera is super annoying, but you gotta whistle every time you feed them. Well, like I said, I do know that it's annoying, so forgive for that. Alright, let's go, guys. I know you guys are hungry. My cockbirds are always hungry. Come on, get off. There we go. Breakfast was served. That's what I do every morning. I have about 20-30 minutes before I need to go to work. My boy's still usually sleeping, so that's when I do my cleaning, getting them their water, getting them their feed, and just kind of hanging out. Every morning I sit back and watch them for a little while. But one thing that I wanted to touch on today, that I kind of mentioned in one of my last couple of videos, is exactly what I plan on doing. Oops. What I plan on doing with this, with the front of my loft. As you can see, great for summer, but not very. I mean, yeah, I've been told by quite a few people, if I just put just some plastic over the front of it, just to prevent the wind from, slamming the birds, it would be perfectly fine. I don't need to do much more, but I want to, just so that I can actually do the darkening system. Right now it's almost impossible when your loft is open, unless I'm willing to hang a tarp over the front, which is just way too much and way too ugly. So I'm hoping that this month, the month of November, or I guess it's still not November, next month, I'll be able to get this all closed off. Really, the only thing that it depends on is the weather. If the weather is nice, or reasonably nice, in the 40s, or if we're lucky in the 50s and dry, we'll get this knocked out in a day. But kind of things have to align. It has to be the weekend, and it has to be a nice day in November. So we'll see. Like I said, if I get that nice day that I need, it's gonna get done for sure. Materials and everything, it will take me 45 minutes to go to Menards and pick up. But I've already got the windows. I haven't seen them, but they'll be coming from my uncle. He's a contractor, so he has always has leftover supplies, and my dad went over there and checked it out, and he's got 2 windows for me. They might be too big, but actually I don't think they'll be too big. They're 3 feet by 5 feet. So when I close this off, when I frame it out, I'm going to be using this same board that I have there and that I have on the side. I'm going to be using that exact same material, and I'm just going to continue and close off the rest of the front. So the plan is to put a big 3x5 window right there, and to put a 3x5 window here as well. And since these wires will be off of here, I'm gonna move the door just a little bit, so the door is gonna start here and go maybe out to here instead of here, so it's gonna give me a little bit more room. But like I said, it's gonna have a 3x5 window there, 3x5 window here. It's gonna have a solid door here, and behind that solid door I'm gonna have a screen door, so you know, most of the time that solid door will probably be open for ventilation and extra sunlight and all of that. But you know, when nighttime and when those real frigid colds come, I'll be able to close that door. So for fall, that's all I'm looking to do for now, for the fall season. Once the spring comes, I'm gonna put up a nice aviary here. I'm gonna have to rethink my trap, because I can't, you know, if I'm gonna race next year, I can't, there's just not enough room up there for the antenna, or I don't think that there is for the antenna and for the birds to squeeze through. So I'm gonna have to rethink my trap for next year, which isn't a problem. I usually like building things like that. But I'll have that window here mainly for light, and then above it I'm gonna do some sort of a small aviary slash trap. I might just go to the wire bob trap. Seems to be the easiest, even though I'm not a big fan of them. I might just go to that, but I haven't made up my mind yet. And here on the side is where I'm gonna build my 5 feet by 5 feet aviary out of these wire fronts. So this will be used, obviously the one that's on there now will be used as the door for the aviary. And then I have a few zip tied to the back, so I have just enough to do the sides as well as the roof. And then I'm gonna have to run some small wire, like the one that's in the front of my loft over there. I think it's 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch, painted black so that it matches this and it's easier to look through. And that's gonna be my aviary. And hopefully it's gonna help my young birds settle as well, because they'll be able to get a real good view out of there. And the only side they won't be able to see is obviously this side. So, but that's springtime. For this year, all I'm looking to do is close that off, put those 2 windows up there, call it a day. Oh, and actually run electricity in here as well. So put a light bulb towards the back, because it is darker back there. Put a light bulb back there, and same thing over here. And one thing that I really like to do, that I don't know how to, I can't do anything when it comes to electricity. That's what I rely on other people on. I don't like to mess with electricity, and I don't think I'm ever going to. So I would really like to get a couple of outlets here, just so, you know, if I'm vacuuming or, you know, whatever I'm doing, I don't have to run extension cords from all the way in the back of my house. So that's about it, guys. Just wanted to kind of share what my plans are. Like I said, they're very much weather dependent. If we get that nice day, we'll get it knocked out. If not, you know, unfortunate, but we'll see how it goes.